What makes the most impact in a home?
Well, I would say probably
No, don't answer that.
Okay.
We're gonna answer that in this video, and we actually have been filming while we have been designing a couple projects. And we kicked off the day with our gal pals at brunch, some girls who are also in design world, either sharing on Instagram, blogging, interior designers. And so we're gonna kick it off with what they think, and then we'll share more details. I do wanna expose a little bit, you are an amazing designer. You're authentically you.
That is true.
And sometimes people rag on me for sharing who you authentically are. What do they call it when you don't
Trade secret or
No, like
what?
when there's like a TV show and you don't want to spoil it. Like,
Oh, spoiler alert.
If you're designing a house or decorating your own home, what makes the most impact in a home?
I think paint color, rugs, and lamps.
Paint color, rugs, and lamps. Okay, pass the mic to Court.
Hey, you said 3 things. That is true. Okay, well, I think that my answer was going to be the thing that makes the most difference in a home is color. But I think when you first walk in a house, I think the thing I notice the most is the smell. Does it smell weird? Does it smell musty? Does it smell good? Does it smell like freshly baked chocolate chip cookies like my house always does?
are you gonna ask me?
No.
What makes the most impact in a home?
I am going to say collections and millwork.
Yes, the answer. Right. What did you say? Come on, video or am I? Oh. One of the first things I notice when I walk into a home is light fixtures, but the thing is how I feel when I walk in. Do I feel comfortable? Like comfort.
Cozy.
Okay, Mom.
Supposed to be in it.
I love lamp.
So I'd say the first thing that makes an impact in a home, and this is in no defined order, would be millwork.
Well, that's what our friend Stephanie said. And she's the queen.
Yes, I would say she's very good at it, she's the queen really of details. Minor details that you think don't matter, they really matter. But what I love about millwork is that you can DIY it. So I've DIY'd shiplap, picture frame molding, all sorts of things like that. And it really is timeless. I mean, you'll see it in very old homes, very new homes, makes a big impact.
Not very expensive.
Well, unless it is.
Unless it is. Well, what I'm saying is you can use just a simple picture panel molding. It's very cost effective, makes a big impact. But
There are ways.
there
There are also ways to really blow a budget on, but sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah. So I've always dreamed, y'all know, of having shiplap in my ceiling in my family room. I had the perfect ceiling for it. But one of the things Stephanie taught me is to understand the whole room and to know that I had to bring it down. And so I wrapped my windows, because if it was just the ceiling and then white walls with nothing but paint, it would have felt like something was missing.
Well, like you're wearing a top hat without a necklace.
Yeah. But without a top. How about a top hat without a top? No. Nobody wants to see that.
Okay. So yeah, millwork makes a big difference. So we actually, after we went to brunch, we got to sneak into Stephanie's house and see everything that she had going. And one thing you'll notice is she did have pictures taped to her walls. We've done that similarly, but rendering. She taped inspiration photos to her walls, and every inspiration had millwork, and sometimes mixes of millwork. So like the wainscoting will be one thing, and then above it will be another, which I think is amazing. And in most of our projects, we're always using it in some form or fashion, whether it's a smaller space.
Yeah.
A lot of times we like to use it in powder baths, where we do the lower area and then we do wallpaper above. That is helpful in many ways, but one way that boys don't pee on wallpaper.
Yeah, and also if you can get a very high-end, Schumacher or something like that, and it will save you money because you're only doing half the wall.
And so you can just tell your husband, I saved you
Thousands of dollars. Yeah.
So that's your budget to fulfill.
There you go.
Okay, so I do wanna expose a little bit, you are an amazing designer and very sophisticated. People that write about your nails, your fashion, your hair.
Broken nails.
Yes. No, but really, I mean, you're authentically you.
That is true.
And sometimes people rag on me for sharing who you authentically are. They got I'm making fun of you, but you told me
It was okay to share because
not only it was okay, you wanted to share.
well, the reason is because I mean, young or old, anyone can learn this trick.
So when we went to Stephanie's, I was filming Mom's reaction to Stephanie's house not 2 visits ago.
And we were saying, wow, this escalated because she was going to renovate a home. And when we got there, there was nothing left except a few studs. And basically that was it.
Yeah. And then you were so shocked.
I was shocked. And there was a big ravine in the front that I
See?
definitely a massive ravine in the front yard that I missed. And as I was stepping back to take in the view of the house and saying, wow, this really escalated, I fell into the ravine, but I did it so gracefully because I fell and I rolled.
And I have wanted to share it for literally months. I
Yeah.
think that was, what was that, March or April?
Yeah, but they say if you roll when you fall, like you don't hurt yourself. And it's true, I didn't hurt myself at all. I just kept going.
They teach Quinn that in gymnastics class.
Really?
They say it's called a safety roll.
Safety roll.
So
Yeah.
anyways, good job.
Thank you.
Now back to design inspiration. And
Okay.
guys, this is not my idea to put. We are being authentically ourselves, and this just happened to happen at a design visit.
Yeah.
And I do not want you guys to say I'm making fun of my mom on this channel. She's making fun of herself.
Yeah, it was fun.
We laughed until we cried.
We laughed and we're still laughing.
We had no mascara for the entire rest of the
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, so number 2, I would say is window treatment.
Yeah.
The reason that it is not just because windows add light and beauty and all of that, but I think it's texture, color, pattern.
Yeah.
You get to do that. So you just actually
Added
upgraded.
something. Yeah. I've been wanting to do it since we moved in the house, and I added some bamboo shades. I'm kind of European coastal, and it felt like it was just needing that. And I'm going to do also, I've ordered some little pleated shades for my windows in the kitchen.
I thought you were doing cafe curtains.
Yes, little cafe curtains,
Mhm.
little pleated cafe
Mhm.
curtains. That's right. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, I will say we have used 2 pages, and this is not sponsored. This is just who we liked, our preferred vendor. We've used 2 pages on several projects, specifically our Park Place project, and I have some in my house as well, in my living room and in my daughter's room. And I was really surprised this go around with this order that you just did. They have a no drill method where literally they have tension, and so I was really surprised.
Yeah. Anybody can do it.
And you're just not gonna screw up your walls when you do it. So I
That's
think
right.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add pattern, and like in the Park Place office it was kind of, I wouldn't say it's boring. There was a lot going on in there, but it was serene and simple, and there wasn't like a pop. And so we added a pattern. And
Yeah.
so if you're just feeling like, okay, I need a really easy impact to make it feel different, add a patterned curtain, add some texture with, and you could do both.
Yeah. And I think the quality of the linen is great. You can order some samples and see for yourself that they do have great quality, and it's pretty cost effective.
Yeah, I mean, window treatments are very expensive. You can
Yeah.
get some great ones on Amazon, and we've done both. We've found Amazon ones, and then we've also 2 pages just seems to be most consistent, I think.
I mean, if you want something really special and you want some Cole & Sons trim and you want to add some, beautiful panels and you want them special and unique, then that's probably not what you're looking for. But if you just want to add simple curtains or linen shades, I think that's the way to go. If you want to be bougie,
But you can still make that much impact with cheap stuff.
yes, absolutely.
Cost-effective stuff. So sorry. Okay, number 3 I would say lighting. If you move into a builder grade home or a home that just hasn't been updated in decades or even a decade, you will be so surprised the impact that one light fixture swap will make. You can do that very affordably. You can also invest and get one that is, maybe a designer resource or something like that. So we just went to while we've been filming, while we've been, working on projects, we went to Visual Comfort this week, which is one of our favorite resources.
And we had a blast.
Yeah,
It was all so much.
because again, we took Stephanie and Robin, and uh, all of y'all, I feel like I'm the boring one in you guys.
Probably. But actually, she gets a little spicy when she's around all of us together too. But what we enjoy, some of the stores, y'all, I'm just going to be really honest with you, are a little uppity. Okay. And so we have to,
At Dallas Market.
at Dallas Market, we have to behave in some of the stores because we have to be serious. Like we really got to take ourselves seriously. But Visual Comfort, it's pretty laid back.
So fun.
The girls are so sweet. And so we could cut up and have fun.
Yeah.
And I would say lighting is the jewelry of a room. So that would be, if you ask, what is the biggest impact? My answer would be lighting. I always like to come into a home and really spend the money there, invest there when maybe secondary bedrooms, you don't have to. You can Amazon it. But when
Even Visual Comfort, just a hack from a design resource, they have tiers to their lighting. If you go online and you search generation lighting on Visual Comfort's website, you'll find lighting that is actually cheaper in a lot of compared to a lot of like even Amazon lights.
don't say cheap,
Sorry, cost effective.
cost effective.
Less money. So
Yeah.
I think if you're looking for that, when we were there, of course, Stephanie was looking for lighting. We were looking at lighting for projects. I would say if you're looking for a cozy feel, Visual Comfort has a lot of great shaded lights right now, and they've even brought in some new fabrics. I cannot remember. Was it Marie
Flanagan?
I don't know. Was that a Marie Flanagan line with the new shades? I loved
I'm not sure. We did buy a Marie Flanagan
ring light.
ring lantern and it's chandelier, and it's so stunning and so beautiful. And most of the time you would think those are modern. This is updated, it's modern, but it's also sophisticated and beautiful and elegant. And I love everything about it.
Yep. And they had some Ralph Lauren stuff, and I loved the lanterns. The scale of that was amazing. So
Curry & Co. We went to Curry.
we went to Curry & Co. I don't think I got any footage in there.
Well, Stephanie found a chandelier that was
I don't know if we can give up her. I don't know. She may tell you her links, but I don't know if it's like, is it like, we don't, what do they call it when you don't
trade secret or
no, like
what?
when there's like a TV show and you don't want to spoil it, like
spoiler alert.
I don't
Okay, we won't spoil. We won't show you that.
but there was some great lights of Visual Comfort. So that is one of our favorites, and we used a lot in the Park Place project. And we actually have a spread of materials for another project. We use a ton of Visual Comfort. It's just a great reason.
Yes.
Okay, number 4 is tile. Now, I know that this is a hard thing to wrap your head around if you're making impact and you're not renovating. So things like millwork, window treatments, and lighting, you can swap out even just in one space really quickly, call an electrician, or if you're handy yourself, swap that out, really like a day or half a day or an afternoon, make that impact. Whereas this is more of an undertaking, but we did run around. And the reason I really wanted to share tile as one of these options today is because people are just getting, correct me if I'm wrong, so stinking creative with tile.
I mean, tile, I think now these days could also be almost considered a millwork because people are putting it on walls, ceilings. I mean, it's just everywhere. And they're taking it into so many different mediums. You can get a clay, you can get, just every different manner of stone or handmade concrete.
Yeah, we're running porcelain up
all the way up the shower, like,
Yeah.
from floor to ceiling. And I am curious, what are your thoughts? When I look at this, I just get my mind blown every day. Like, we're doing this green bathroom, and I found so much inspiration. This is from Ann Sachs.
It's Studio McGee's line.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Evergreen and Ashton Meadows. This is color Evergreen. It is so beautiful, and they do have it in a little scalloped. Like,
Yeah.
where are we going to use that? Somewhere,
Yeah.
because it's darling.
But we're kind of mixing the pattern. I'll show you a drawing of what we're doing. We're doing like a base and then going up and doing a pattern. And then we're doing kind of the cap to the wainscoting on the wall with the tile. And so I want to know, I feel like this is, to me, feels like, how will this go out of style? Will this?
I don't feel like anything that we chose for this home in Dallas will go out of style because it's sophisticated and it's a fairly neutral palette. I would even call this green neutral. No, I would. I mean, it's in the trees. It's in the grass.
I gonna pull you guys in on this. I don't know. I don't have a strong
It's
opinion.
a natural color.
It is.
And then it's gonna go with this beautiful black slate. It's a leathered slate, again, from Ann Sachs.
And then we did actually find a marble from Ann Sachs that we love for the floor, but it was incredibly
$100
and
a foot.
to be honest, we have not gotten any budget parameters, but we felt like that was a little crazy.
Well, if we won't do it, like maybe, I mean, and as a whole, we're doing some special tile in other areas.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's go ahead. We wouldn't do it if we were choosing it for our own home because of the other specialty tiles we were using in other areas that were kind of pricey.
Mm-hmm.
So we found something that was look-alike.
Yeah. And I was actually, I will say, we don't shop at Floor & Decor a ton, but Stephanie actually showed us a ton of stuff she had pulled from Floor & Decor, and we were pleasantly surprised. We found a lot of great stuff. So we're kind of mixing. We have Ann Sachs, which is high end. We have Tiles of Edra, which is incredible and also high end. And then we have Dal Tile, which is somewhere in between.
And look at this Taj Mahal counter with this chocolate Tiles of Ezra. It's going to be so pretty.
So pretty. So anyways, I just feel like I could be wrong, and I welcome us to look at this in 15 years and just be like, look how dated that looks. But I just feel like people are just incredibly creative in this season, and it feels like it's going to stand the test of time.
Well, honestly, so she has 2 boys, this particular client we're talking about, and one of the bathrooms is traditional black and white, old school throwback. It's been something that we've used forever with the pencil molding and the mosaic floor. It looks like it's something that would always stand the test of time. And then I also feel like the Green Boys bathroom will stand the test of time. I just feel like if you don't, I mean,
well, and you
they're
were
crazy.
I mean, honestly, even the pink, there's a pink at Floor & Decor, and we did a pink at Park Place. And I just feel like even that, it just feels like, I don't know, I can't imagine getting sick of it. Maybe I'm wrong. So I feel like that makes a big impact, and I just having a blast picking tile these days. I don't feel like, I feel like it used to be like, okay, Subway and then some large format. That was what we did, you know?
Right.
And now it's like,
and we've
this with this and this.
We've invested days doing this because we want to make sure that these particular designs of these bathrooms are really next level. And so, you know, we've modified and we've gone back and forth, and we finally landed, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
We landed the plane.
Now we're trying to get these things off to the builder.
Yep.
Okay, so another thing that makes incredible impact, and I'm actually going to change it a little bit. Originally, my plan was to say wallpaper, but now I'm going to say wallpaper and fabrics. And I think this is another great one because you can do this on a whim. I mean, you can literally Amazon wallpaper these days, and I'm literally going to do that this weekend because I'm just ready to do a little change in my daughter's room. And so it's so easy these days. We found the wallpaper in the warehouse on Amazon, and it's a plaid and gives the Ralph Lauren vibe, but you could also do something like a Schumacher.
Right. Well, if I am doing wallpaper in my home, I'm probably going to make an investment and do something that
Well,
has impact that's
Be-
going to make me happy for a very long time.
because she doesn't DIY. And so for me,
Right. That's true.
I'm like, oh, I'll just order this, get a cup of coffee, and it'll be done in the day. As long as you watch my kids, I'll knock it out. And
Yeah.
that's what we do. So, but it is, I think, just pattern. You're so great at mixing patterns with fabric, especially with pillows. We see examples. We have great examples from home tours of people making huge impact with wallpaper, and especially in powder bathrooms. I mean, I actually think it's a crime to not have wallpaper in your powder bath.
Well, truly, it's just an area where it's not so scary, right? Because it's not that much space.
Every time someone hires us to pick their wallpaper in their powder bath, they do feel like it is really scary.
Like it's a commitment. I think what happened was when we used to wallpaper everything and you couldn't get the wallpaper off of the walls, it traumatized a whole generation of people. Now the younger kids, they're not taking it scared. They're not scared because they haven't experienced the scraping, the pulling, the
Now, I haven't taken it down, but I do think I'd hire that out.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
I have a great
But the wallpapers these days are definitely easier to hang and definitely easier to come down.
How do you know?
Because I did wallpaper back in the day.
No, but how do you know you've never taken it down?
Yes, I've scraped
No,
wallpaper.
today?
Scraped, no, old.
Yeah, so how do you know you haven't scraped today's wallpaper? I mean, I put so much glue on the back of that. I don't know. Like the bathroom, the wallpaper in our office bathroom, it's gonna live here until kingdom come.
Okay.
I mean,
It may be, I don't know. It just feels like it would be easier to take down.
they do have technology where the peel and stick is getting so much better. I will say I have failed at peel and stick. I've used mostly traditional wallpaper with glue, and I recently did a peel and stick, which is why in my daughter's room I'm kind of doing a reset because it started to come off because I didn't prep the walls properly. I did read if you do a primer, a wallpaper primer on that, then it goes on really well, and it also comes off really well,
Okay.
but doesn't fall off during.
Perfect. We don't want it to fall off. I'll stay up.
So follow on Instagram and I will report back how that goes.
I do want to say also, if you're going to make an investment in a finer wallpaper, if you will, go ahead and do something with texture, because when people come into a room with a textured wallpaper, I feel like it just makes it so much cozier. And
Okay, this is coming from the woman who literally presented to me a wallpaper that is $600 a yard the other day.
I'm sorry. I have problems.
She loves it was for a client, and we are finding something else, but
It's hard because I just am that person who makes the beeline to the most expensive thing in the room. I don't know if y'all are like that, but it's a gift, and
to have fine taste, absolutely. So yeah, that I do agree texture is better.
but it's all over the map. Like Shelby said, you can get really, really reasonable wallpaper on Amazon, or you can get
Wallpaper that I'm ordering. No, I can return it because it's on Amazon. But I'm just gonna spill the beans. I mean, I haven't put it on the wall yet, so don't buy it until I confirm. But it's $9 a roll. Are you so scared?
I'm gonna call that cheap.
That wallpaper that we use, it's on the wall or it's on the samples. That was $9 a roll, and it was the rolls were.
Shannon used it in her pool house, and I wouldn't have known.
Oh yeah,
I would never have known.
too. I mean, cost effective.
All
Okay.
right.
So the sixth thing to make an impact on your home, you're gonna love this because it is cost effective.
Paint.
Even though
Oh, I forgot.
paint is great. And should we add one more?
I think we should talk about paint. Because here's why.
Okay, number 6 is paint, and stay tuned for number 7.
So here's why I want to talk about paint, because we've always said really paint can transform any house. If you don't have a budget, I mean, paint is expensive, but really it is the most cost-effective way to change a piece of furniture, change a entire environment, you know, the mood of a room.
Yeah, anybody can paint. I mean, millwork, wallpaper, lighting, all of those things. You have to have the attention span to finish a YouTube tutorial, but paint like anybody can do.
Yeah, it maybe not all the techniques that are happening these days, because as with tile, paint is going next level.
With the high gloss and the
All the things.
So we went to actually a like, is it like Texas something wallpaper in Dallas, and they sell high gloss paint, and it's a Benjamin Moore
Yes.
store, and the high gloss, the colors were so good. So we're gonna do something like that in our project, and I do feel like you can make a big impact. Actually, this is a Christmas home tour, which you guys recently on one of our shorts commented and said, please do a fall tour. Will you do a fall tour at your house
Sure.
next week?
No.
When?
Week after.
Okay. So that'll be next week for them, maybe. No, 2 weeks for them. 3 weeks.
I don't know. We're
Yeah.
taking a little vacation, so
Oh, we have to do it before the
I
vacation.
have to
The
do it
vacation's
for the
in 2 weeks.
vacation. We're gonna go to Florida as a family. I love trapping my family inside of a whole house together. They love it too.
I like being at your house.
Yes. No, in like Florida.
Well, I know, but you're acting like you have to trap me.
Oh, no. Yeah, but the whole family. I mean, it's hard to get them all together in
Are you
one room.
Oh, she's saying that I'm her favorite, and my brother and his wife won't stay put.
Well, they're far, far away. They live in Arlington.
Like 30 minutes.
Well, not with the Dallas traffic. Anyway, all that to say, love getting my family all cozied up.
Okay,
in one.
this was too much of a side note. I just want to know if he'll do fall tour because they asked for it. But Christmas, okay, Christmas last year, one of the houses had a media room with an incredible high gloss on the walls. It is pricey. So we were saying it's easy and affordable for paint, and in general it is. But this high gloss,
Yeah.
But at the paint store, the gal who works there, which I feel like I very much trust,
I do trust her.
she said that the Benjamin Moore high gloss, it's called something high gloss, is just as good.
Just as good as the European fine paint
Yeah.
and much more cost effective.
Like half the price.
Half the price. I was scared, and then she told me that they did it at the Kips Bay Show House.
Oh yeah, the Kips Bay show
And so
house.
I thought if it's good enough for Kips Bay, it's good enough for
Yeah,
me.
which we have showed you guys Kips Bay in two years in a row.
You don't like it.
You don't like it.
It's kind of wild.
And I will say, to me, it felt like a design museum. I probably wouldn't apply those techniques. Well, I don't know.
Some of them.
Some of them. There was a bar in there that was incredible. I saw great garden spaces. I mean,
Yeah, it's just very, very over the
that
top.
kitchen last year,
So cute.
so cute.
Yes.
Okay, so sorry. So
Sorry, sidetrack.
this is a bunch of sidebars.
We've done a lot of sidebarring.
You like it?
It's our new MO. The sidebar girls.
Okay. Last one. Can you guess it?
No, I forgot.
Okay, well,
Tell me.
you know it. This one is the most cost-effective, the most
I
accessible.
know what it is.
But I would say it is the thing that trips people up the most.
I remember accessories.
Styling.
That's it.
So I think it's really my tip for this, applying this impact to your house, is studying other people. And you have different styles. Like, some people are maximalists. Like, if you look at Stephanie, she has a lot of accessories. And, there's people that love to collect. I mean, Michelle Howell, Stephanie's mom, Robin, all these people that just, they can somehow shove a ton of stuff in their house and it not look cluttered. And then
I'm just more clean. I like a little white space. But I will tell you, the trend is more toward what Stephanie is doing. People are really beginning to do more accessories and
Yeah.
sweet little finds and
Collective.
collections. Um,
And even bringing out things that they have had up in their attic because grandma passed down or whatever. So I think the thing that's so awesome is that it allows you to get creative really fast, and it gives you an opportunity and a reason to treasure hunt. And there's just something about the thrill of a find, which is
Yeah.
why we started doing our sales, because we could bring all these gals together. They could bring in their stuff, and we could also give you examples. So last sale, the girls set up like a little tray for your dish soap and your like tools to clean dishes, and then how to set a table, so collect that, and even like little salt and pepper shakers, so things like that. People really, oh,
The baby's calling.
at the end of the video
Every time. He wakes up every time. But I will end this for you. So, colonial chic is the new trend that people are loving. It is a mix of both modern and vintage finds so that you can use everything from new to old to found items and fill your home with things that you love, and it's warm and it's cozy and it's inviting, and that's what they're saying the new 2025 trend is colonial chic. So you can look that up. So come and visit us September 14th and 15th,
No, 19th and 20th.
19th and 20th. And it's on our website, the dates and times. And we will have all those treasures for you to find and fill your home and to enjoy fellowship with some really great gals. And we look forward to seeing you there. And like, subscribe, share our videos with your friends because that really helps our channel. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.